Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Khalid Pervez here with a new episode of Roshni Light. Uh, we've been talking about the inner light, the light which brightens us from inside, which makes our, which takes our character to higher levels, so high levels that we really become very useful for the community and for our society. And that's what everybody loves to be, loves to have. And it's in our hands. We can do it. It's not any uphill task. We can very easily do this if we try to follow certain basic principles. You see, the basic principles, the basic values are so important for us and are so clearly taught in our beloved religion that there's no ambiguity at what the basic values are. We got to respect each other, everybody, regardless of our connection with him or her, regardless of his religion, regardless of his worldly status, his education, race, anything. A human being is a human being. He has to be respected under all conditions. We may have difference of opinion. Yeah, that's what happens in a lively society. We can have debates, we can have talks, we can differ in our analysis, we can differ in our opinions, our likings, but under no conditions we are supposed to disrespect anybody. And unfortunately, in today's life, these values, which are the basic values of a human being, are really getting distorted and diluted. But we should try our best not to let things go out of our hands and stick to follow the basic values, the normal, the basic virtues of a human being. Now, our religion teaches us very clearly, and almost the same things are taught by other religions also. But when we talk of our religion, this is so because we fundamentally believe that Islam is the best religion that has been enacted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is it comes with the last holy book that was revealed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Quran. And that Quran covers our entire life. It has directions and instructions which cover all aspects of our life, really from the very birth to our last breath. So, what a comprehensive book it is, what a comprehensive set of commands it provides us. And that those commands, those commands also talk of those basic values which I just mentioned. And we got to be very careful that we must understand it very clearly that unless we strictly follow those values, we can never be good human beings. We have been talking about manners, behaviors. These cannot be inculcated in us unless we practice the basic values. And we promote those basic values within our circle of influence. That circle of influence may be our own family, it may be within our circle of friends, it may be our colleagues with whom we are working in an office environment or in a factory or whatever, and similarly, our neighbors. In our religion, neighbors have been given a very high consideration. One person, somebody who claims to be a Muslim, cannot be a good Muslim unless he behaves properly with his neighbors. In case neighbors are unhappy with you for whatever reason, then you can never be, you cannot get the title of a good Muslim, good Muslim. Okay, so that's how important our basic values are. Now, what those basic values are, they start first of all from, naturally, as a Muslim, we got to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Once that is over, then come our relations, our dealings. We have to be very fair in our dealings. Dealings, whatever, the material dealings. We buy something from somewhere, we sell something from somewhere. Sometimes we are a buyer, sometimes we are a seller. We take some house on rent, sometimes we give our own house on rent. In all these dealings, we got to be very fair and considerate of the other party. If we are not considerate of other party, if we don't like the same thing for the other party which we like for ourselves, we cannot be a good practicing Muslim. We can't be a good believer. And our actions, our dealings would be considered as distorted and quite away really from the right path. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to be right Muslims. May we be the right Muslims following the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Take care of yourself. We'll meet next time.